Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and deceased. My name is Emily Sophia, and welcome to my second review of The Walking Dead. And tonight I'm going to be breaking down for you all Season 3, Episode 10, and I believe the episode is called Home. I'm not looking at the guide right now, so this is just what's up in my brain. So, I hope that's right. You'll see in the title. But anyways, spoiler alert, I'm not going to be holding anything back, so if you have yet to see the episode, I would suggest you move your little fanny somewhere else, watch the episode, and come back here for some discussion. And I'm now going to walk you all through my reactions and my anticipations for what's to come. And I'll share some theories and, opinions and things, and feel free to disagree. Honestly, I am not the goddess of information on all things zombie apocalypse related. So, feel free to share your own thoughts with me as we go through this. So, tonight's episode, let me just say, things escalated quite quickly in literally the final 5 minutes of the episode. As a whole, there was a lot of relational interactions and things just kind of being built up, and then of course they kind of yanked the carpet out from under our feet with the death of our beloved Axel. I need to stop liking characters. That is a behavior that has gotten me and pretty much everyone in the show in trouble, because whenever I like a character or I start thinking, this guy ain't half bad, and then mid-sentence just gunshot or zombie, ripping the bodily noodles out of their neck, and it just doesn't end well. So I was liking Axel, my bad. I am so sorry, sir. I wish that I didn't, because that would have saved us a lot of trouble. So at any rate, that was quite an insane battle at the very end. Evidently, the governor gets off on some serious warfare, and that was definitely a huge power play on Rick's group at the prison, if we can call it Rick's group anymore, being that Rick is sufficiently, he has bought himself a residence in Crazy Town. It's really quite disturbing and pathetic and sad, and yet at the same time, oh man, I don't even know. I was thinking to myself, like, Shane would be rolling in his grave right now if he was seeing this unfold. And but if Shane had been the one to take control of the group and to be an authority figure, how would he have reacted if Lori had died? Because he had invested so much in her when he was around, almost even more so than Rick at times. He had this passion and this sense of like, so I mean, it might not have gone so well for him. I don't know, he probably just would have killed everybody and quickened the events of the show a bit. So yeah, what do you guys think of what is going on with Rick? If you guys saw the little sneak peek for next week, it appears that his role as leader of the Ricktatorship is in serious jeopardy, especially as he's kind of, prancing around in the woods. Ranger Rick just loving up on nature and looking for lovely ladies in white dresses. So that's all I've gotta say, and I appreciate that Hershel, is looking to reach out to him. He's looking to kind of, confront the anger and the war path that Glenn is on, and to just be a presence of peace in a situation that is very much not full of it. So as always, I appreciate Hershel so much, my Papa Hershey. And I am extremely glad that he did not get killed in that ridiculous battle. I mean, being that he was kind of stranded out in the marsh as the zombie bomb was released into the prison yard. So I was quite literally screaming and like jumping on my chair at that point, exerting all the power that I possibly could over the show from, within my own living room. Just so yeah, so that was very exciting. Daryl and Merle dynamics, very exciting, interesting stuff. You know, not only did we get to see a little bit into the past that the two of them have shared, what with abuse in their background, and learning a little fun tidbit that they are originally going to raid the camp that they ultimately ended up joining before Rick was on the scene. So, you know, we kind of get some glimpses into the past, and we see at the present, you know, that Daryl has really been affected by being in the group with Rick, and that's very cool to see how, you know, he's working to get along with Merle and to honor that tie, you know, of the brotherhood that they share, but at the same time, you know, he knows where Merle is off the chain, and he is going to hold him accountable to calming the fuck down. So yeah, what did you guys think of their interactions? As always, the scenes were very exciting and volatile, and getting to watch them, you know, kind of battle it up on the bridge, the Yellow Jacket Bridge or whatever that was, and I think their dynamics were very perfectly played out. It was exciting, you know, to see him kind of swoop in and then they go tie him at the end, and now, you know, Merle's back in the picture. It's like as soon as the immediate danger is taken care of and alleviated, you know, we see Rick kind of turn around and Merle's just like, "Hey brother, how's it going? Top of the morning to you." And I was like, oh lordy, oh lordy. So next week's episode is gonna be very fun. So also, what do you guys think about Andrea's current position over at Woodbury? So, you know, the governor is kind of investing this power in her, and at the same time, you know, he's kind of he's pitted Milton against her, and I mean, you know, I think the reason why he was trying to pass off responsibility to Andrea is because he was taking advantage of the fact that, you know, she instilled confidence in the townspeople, and she's a better leader until he gets his stuff together, which to him is, well, going off and having a shooting fest over at the prison. You know, having his orgasmic war experience. I mean, just the look on his face and the lip biting as he's like shooting away. It's quite clear that this guy has some destructive tastes. So, what do you guys anticipate is going to happen as far as dynamics between the prison and Woodbury? Is the battle where is it going to be waged? And are they going to be able to fortify the prison after this attack? You know, who's really going to be in charge here? Also, you know, I was really bothered by the fact that we didn't get to see what happened to the group. Was it Tyrese, I think? The little group that was originally, you know, going to be considered to become part of Rick's group, and then he kind of flew off the handle, and it seemed like they just kind of pieced out. You know, they figured that they would rather take their chances with the zombies than a crazy guy, and I can't really blame him when it comes to Rick at this time. So I think it's possible that we might run into them again later, you know, because it seems like kind of a gross oversight in the writing for them to just all of a sudden completely disappear, and yet at the same time, you know, they're trying to make room for other dynamics and stuff. So there is that. What else? Really difficult to see, you know, Maggie struggling through, you know, what happens over at Woodbury and with her and Glenn. And, you know, I think that the main issue between them is that Glenn kind of made what happened to Maggie about himself. And Maggie's like, you know, this is my experience, and you're treating it like crap, and that you're refusing to help me in the way that I need to be helped. Like, you want to know all this about the story, blah, blah, blah. You know, the governor didn't do it to her. He didn't rape her, but she was emotionally raped. And I think that that's something that Glenn is struggling to understand and confront. So there is that scenario going on. And oh man, oh man, oh man. Let's see. Do you guys know how many episodes we have left in this season? Jeez, things have just really flown by, you know, tables are ever turning, and it's, oh man, it's gonna be an interesting run. You know, we're gonna have to see if Andrea is going to, you know, figure out what's really going on at the prison. I mean, inevitably, she is going to, but you know, where is she going to place her loyalties? I think she's already struggling with the governor a lot, and it would be, you know, really a catastrophic finding for her to realize that the people that she'd been attached to all this time have been out there, like just within her reach, and she's gotten pulled into this whole mess of a world. What do you guys think about Michonne? We didn't get to see too much action from her, unfortunately. You know, there's all the other dynamics going on, and she's just kind of that dark shadow presence, and she's not so handy with a gun, but you know, she's got her sword play going for her, as always. So I anticipate seeing some more scenes with her, some more action. As I understand, she's really played up huge in the comics, and some people are disappointed that she hasn't been getting as much screen time. So, but then of course we've got Daryl and Merle, and it's gonna be really fun to see them kind of interact with the group. Awesome to see that Daryl is back, especially as Carol has lost, you know, what was kind of a growing friendship with her and Axel. I kind of like the guy, you know, he had a stylish stash, he had some good stuff going on. Rick, you know, I think that he really needs to listen to Papa Hershey's diagnosis and just get some freaking rest. Like, he is searching, he is, you know, just feeding into this guilt that he has, and he's completely lost control. I think it's interesting how Carl's just kind of like, you know, he's just sort of doing his own thing, you know, not going to check on Dad. I mean, you'd think he'd maybe, you know, go with Rick, maybe say hey to Ghost Lori. I don't know. So, what'd you guys think of the episode as a whole? What are your predictions for what is happening? Were you satisfied, upset? I was upset at some points throughout the episode, but also the truck, or the trunk smash scene on the bridge, that was a choice moment. I screamed and applauded. That was a very satisfying method of dealing with that particular zombie. I like it. I like Daryl. He's my main man. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. I do live tweeting when I watch episodes of The Walking Dead, so you can get my coverage and reactions on the go. I also watch The Talking Dead. That show is actually, you know, some people find the host to be annoying, but I enjoy his dorkiness and just the views and the humor about the show and the incorporation of like the show writers and cast, and it's a good time. It's a good time. You get some exposure to actors and cast members of other shows too, so that's always good. And what else? I feel like I have more to say, but I can't think right now. So thanks so much for watching, and I will be back next week with episode 11, so let's hit it up. And I will also be keeping up with Dexter's Season 8 news vlogs, which are coming soon, and putting music on the channel. So hope you enjoyed. I'll be doing some Breaking Bad reviews soon too. So thanks so much for watching, y'all, and take care.